Hello, you lovely people. Welcome back to our channel, the Aristopats. Well, if you've been wondering what's been going on around here, um, yeah, real exciting. It's been very, very dry here. Um, for several weeks, we had temperatures that were over 100 degrees. And of course, we have clay soil here in Oklahoma. So it does a lot of damage once it starts to cool down. Um, and then we got some rain, some really torrential rain, and it just cracked the soil. And so now, well, you'll see in a minute what happened. Well, if anybody's looking for something to do in Fun City, you can always have a geyser coming up in your front yard. Wow. Our meter is right here. The geyser is over there. So it is not ahead of our meter, which means it's a city problem. And the city might end up paying these people a lot of money because it is flooded and it is going into their house. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. So let me snap a couple of pictures of this. We called the city, they're supposed to be coming out. They better hurry up. I wanted to get a close-up of this to make sure everybody could see how much water is coming up out of that break there. And so I stepped a little bit further back so you could see, but that water is running all the way down the south side of our house and the house next door. And you can see how high up it is on the tire there. And I mean, it's a river. It's a sure enough river. And it's going all the way into their backyard. And here's a shot in the backyard. I walked back there. And yeah, the trees are getting a pretty good soaking. And this is the south side of the house before you get to the backyard. You can see how much water is there too. And this is actually in the backyard. And it's a pretty good river going on. So here's a closer video of what's going on here. Oh my goodness gracious me. So Mr. Viking was just coming out of the house to get ready to go run an errand. And I noticed that the van was just kind of sitting in the driveway. And I thought, how come he's not going anywhere? Well, he was on the phone to the city calling this in. It is on their side. So, wow. And there's the river. It's going all the way down. It's running into that backyard. Let's walk over here. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, yikes. I'm stepping in a river. Let me go back. That's pretty bad. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. And it's running right into their backyard. So, well, we'll see what the city says when they get here, but I ain't paying for it. It ain't my problem. Well, it is clear into the backyard. It's in my backyard. It's in their backyard. I need to hurry and get back up front before the water company gets here. But wow, look at that. That is something. Well, the trees are getting a good soaking. We'll see what they say. Well, the city came and left. And I don't think he could find the shutoff. So he's driving around trying to find the shutoff. Oh, he may have found it. He's down there at the corner. Yeah, I see him down there at the corner. And there's the truck and the guy. And now we got red dirt coming up. So it's really getting into the clay. My concern is I have a mature oak here, as you can see. I've been here nearly 30 years and this tree was mature when I got here. My concern now is that if they dig right over there, they're going to kill my tree, which I surely hope that does not happen, but it is a strong possibility that they can damage this tree. So, and then if they do that and it has to come down, I don't know whose responsibility that is. Probably mine. But anyhow, we'll see what they're planning on doing. I don't know what he's doing. He's down there somewhere. So we'll see what happens, what he says they have to do, because I'm pretty sure he can't do this by himself. We'll see what happens though. Now, if you can believe it, the guys came and they left again. They did shut it off. They shut it off down the street. And so there's no water pumping or anything. They shut it off down there somewhere. And the pumping has stopped. However, I don't think we have any water in the house. And it is 10 minutes to 4. I think the water company closes at 4 o'clock. I don't know what they're doing. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll let you know what happens. And they've shut the water off, and there's no water at all. However, I'm prepared for such a thing, I do have a jug of water with some bleach in it, and I have another jug of water for drinking and all that good stuff. So you don't have to be in a hurricane or a flood or something like that to make sure you have some extra stuff sitting around, just in case you get a geyser in your front yard. Well, the big repair has begun. Hopefully they don't kill our tree. We'll see what happens after they get it all finished.
Here we have a lovely Caterpillar backhoe that they've used to dig a hole in the ground. And there's a hole in Juan. No, that's actually Juan in the hole, getting ready to use a chain tool. The chain tool goes around the pipe and he rotates it back and forth to clean the scale off the pipe. And after the scale is cleaned off, the other young fella jumps down with a compression collar. This is a 6-inch pipe. The working pressure is probably about 250 psi. He's positioning the collar, and now he's going to use a wrench on the nuts to tighten it up to about 85 or 90 pounds. And there we see it all torqued into place, getting ready to turn the water back on.
So there you have it. We've come to the end of the road, or the end of the hole, as it were. Striking Viking here with you. They've put a band around the pipe. They've tightened the band. They've turned the water pressure back on, and we have water again. Now, the one thing that they didn't do, if you can take a look there, is level the hole. So the Trip and Sister thought it might be a good idea if I were to come out here with a rake and rake the hole level. Now, considering that the ground is waterlogged, that particular patch of dirt has the consistency of glue. So yeah, raking it out is not going to work. We're going to have to wait a couple of days till it dries a bit before we can try and level it out. If you've ever worked with gumbo before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. In any case, back in business. And so we'd like you to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and by all means, keep tripping.